towards the game. This is the paradox of Sourav Ganguly on the golden generation.
Get a single.
When Sourav Ganguly took off his shirt in celebration at Lord's, cricket's holiest sight, it was the gesture of a true maverick, a man who created his own path without fear of tradition or nicety.
Series final by 2 wickets here at Lord's in one of the most incredible one-day matches the country has ever seen.
It was also a symbol of triumph, a moment that captured the long and hard journey to become India's most successful captain. Inevitably, Sourav Ganguly's tryst with the Indian cricket team began with a controversy. He was picked for the ODI squad to Australia in 1992, played and failed in one game and was promptly dropped. But he was instantly in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons.
He went to Australia, I think he was too young, and then these reports came about his not kind of cooperating with the team, which I was surprised, and I have talked to most of the players, and everyone says that all those stories were just somebody's imagination, maybe some board official didn't like him.
We were shocked to learn a lot of things about, the way he was portrayed back in India. I was quite disappointed.
When he was unexpectedly picked again to the Test squad to England in 1996, there was a media furor against his selection.
Everyone, I think, wrote that he shouldn't have been in the team. In fact, there were editorials written that there is a quota system in Indian cricket, and that's how he has come.
Just perfect for Sourav Ganguly. It would be too dull without the criticism and the controversy, so he scored a century on debut.
I was there at Lord's at the day he hit the 100, and some of us wanted to meet him. And most of us were embarrassed at how would we face him.
He was outstanding. I mean, a maiden 100. He looked completely in control right from the ball one, and then we saw a new Sourav Ganguly after that.
To add more spice to the spectacular debut, Ganguly scored a second consecutive century and then returned home to promptly elope with his high school sweetheart.
He is a character where people expect something new. Same his marriage. One fine morning we come to know that he got married, and Dona was our neighbor. Just one wall was here between our two houses. It was really shocking for my parents that one fine morning we come to know from press that Sourav got married without informing them.
Back on the field, Sourav Ganguly was quickly becoming an integral part of the team, and on October 23rd, 1996, he came out to open the batting with Sachin Tendulkar in the ODI against South Africa. It was an opening pair made in heaven, as destructive as dynamite for bowling attacks around the world. When they finished their partnership, they had scored nearly 6,000 runs between them, more than any opening pair in ODI history.
We knew each other's batting. We've opened for nearly 200 games, so we knew what each other was trying to do. There have been times when, in terms of chasing big totals, there have been situations where we walked up to each other and said, "You draft, I'll get after the bowling."
A regal-looking shot.
Over the next 3 years, Sourav Ganguly was a cannonball blazing through the cricket world. Touch, power, timing, brute force, silken strokes to the gaps, huge sixes. He had it all, and he was scoring at will.
He was a player with a big heart. He was a player who was willing to take on strong opposition. He was a player who knew when to score runs. he was a player who knew how to score runs.
I mean, if I can be just like him, that's going to be the ideal thing for me, because he's been my all-time scoring hero, no doubt about that. And if I can contribute even the half what he contribute to the Indian cricket, I think it's going to be tremendous. उनसे बड़ा लेफ्ट-हैंडर क्लासिकल बैट्समैन मैंने नहीं देखा.
Sourav the batsman was so dominating during the late 90s that he ended a 3-test home series against Sri Lanka with an average of 98. In January 1998, he scored 124 in the highest successful run chase in ODIs against Pakistan. He set the record for the highest opening partnership in ODIs with Sachin. And in May 1999, he blasted his way to 183 against Sri Lanka at the World Cup. At that time, it was the highest score by an Indian in an ODI.
The pleasure you got by scoring a test 100 or by a one-day 100, it cannot be valued in terms of anything else. You know, it's just the satisfaction you get every time you, whether you score 10,000, 20,000 runs, every time you get 100, you feel, geez, this is what I wanted to do and I'm still good at it.
The Prince of Kolkata was clearly at the highest possible peak, but it was just the beginning. At the Indian cricket team's darkest hour, when the world of cricket was burning with the match-fixing scandal, Sourav Ganguly was given the reins of a broken and dysfunctional team.
So we all had gone away to play county cricket. It was our first experience with county cricket, so we couldn't play cricket for 6 months. And by the time I came back, whether it's rightfully or wrongfully, the names which were attached to these issues were not a part of the team. So I had to, I didn't have to go and leave anybody out. I had to pick a new team.
To Ganguly, there's a man from the right side.
The stage was set for a historic change in Indian cricket.
Test drive the award-winning Indica Vista today.
Never had love before, never felt so secure since I saw you.
Mixing makes things better. Introducing 2 combinable fragrances from Axe. Spray both of them together to create your own unique fragrance. Axe 3.
सोना आसमान छुएगा, आसमान छुएगा।
यही बात सुनना एक्सपीरियंस बोल रहा हूँ, प्रॉपर्टी इन्वेस्टमेंट,
But कहाँ? Expert advice begins with opinions ahead. So meet Edelweiss, the financial experts, to know what and when the next opportunity will be. With Edelweiss, always say, now I can. चाहे हो इनकी तरह एक सीधा साधा इंसान,
बिल्लू बाल को बाल काटते हैं।
एक परफेक्ट हाउसवाइफ, कुछ शरारती बच्चे,
शैतान माँ को ऐसे बोलता है,
या इनकी तरह एक ग्लैमरस सुपरस्टार। टपरवेयर है सबके लिए। टपरवेयर खाने में फ्रेशनेस कर दे लॉक, खाना रखे टेस्टी राउंड द क्लॉक। टपरवेयर, द बेस्ट इन फूड स्टोरेज, इन एसोसिएशन विद बिल्लू बार्बर।
Was an ordinary day, then you came my way, looking so fine, oh, you were divine. Now I'm stuck at the sight of you, 'cause I'm stuck at the sight of you, baby, stuck at the thought of you, stuck.
The new Fiat Linea, admiration guaranteed.